use the word gallop or galloping when it comes to metal guitar, we usually think of these really killer rhythms like this. Today, we're going to use this really cool galloping technique in a guitar solo, and I've got this really cool three-part pattern I want to share with you in this lesson. It's going to be that last part that you heard in that solo in the intro there. So we're going to go through this. I believe this is going to open up many pathways in your head and of course your heart, because hey, we play from the heart, right? And just give you some new ideas when it comes to writing your own guitar solos. So first of all, Patreon supporters, you have the tabs and the backing tracks. We're going to jump right into the lesson, but do hang around for our guitar chat at the end of the video. I've got some cool stuff I want to share with you, and of course I always want to get your thoughts during the guitar chat as well. Alright guys, so let's play this out in the open. No backing tracks, just you and I in the studio right here. This is what this little lick sounds like. So there are basically three short patterns here, and again the technique that we're using is called galloping, and all galloping is just a 1, 2, 3. It's an alternate pick, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. We're on the G string, okay? The gallops are all done on the G string, by the way, in this particular case, in this exercise here. So we're going to start on the 10th fret. First pattern starts on the 10th fret. We're going to go 10, 7, 9, okay? So those are our galloping notes. So we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You got some cool delay in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I love delay on leads. So it's like this. So if you want to just practice that part right there, again, G string, 10, 7, 9. Gallop on each. Okay, you could practice that over and over. After that, all we do is we go up here and do this. Just a few quick notes. So we're still on the G string. I go to the 5th fret, okay? Over to the D string, 7th fret. Back to the G string, 5th fret, and I'll slide that up to 7. So here's the pattern. Pretty simple. Okay, the next two patterns are exactly the same. Not the same notes, but the same format. And we're going to gallop on 3 notes. Then we're going to finish out on a similar series of notes like we just did. So from there, we're going to go down to frets 14, 10, and 12. Those are our galloping notes there. So it's going to be this. And then we're going to finish out with these notes here. So G string, 9th fret, okay? Then we're going to go over to the D string, 10th fret, back to G string, 9th fret, and we're going to slide up to 10. All right, last pattern here. We're gonna do the same thing, just different notes here. So this is kind of fun, guys. I love patterns like this. You know, we're repeating the same format but with different notes, and it really gives us this cool melodic vibe. And it's one of those things that's memorable in guitar solos, which we're going to talk about in our guitar chat. So make sure you hang around for that after this next part here. All right, so the final series of notes that we're going to do for our galloping solo here. We are going to be starting on the 12th fret, then we're going to play 9, and 10. Those are our galloping notes. So. Okay, then our last ending notes here, we're kind of coming in for the landing here. We're going to be on the 7th fret of the G string. Then we're going to go over to the D string, 8th fret, and then back to the 7th fret G string, and we're going to slide up to that 9th fret. Let's throw it all together. I'll go through this slowly and I'll play it at whatever the normal speed is. I can't remember the BPM. I think it's like 157 or something like that. So anyway, let's go through the pattern slowly and then we'll finish out normal speed, then guitar chat time. Alright, let's do normal speed. By the way, I should have mentioned this earlier, I'm practically palm muting all of these notes, which you probably got that already, but that with the gallop just gives it a little bit tighter feeling there, and it just sounds cool in my opinion, especially for leads. Again, we're playing kind of like these rhythm techniques. We're integrating that into our guitar solos. Just gives it a different sound and vibe. So let's finish out. It is time for our guitar chat, guys, but real quick, if you do not have my free practice guide called Metal Riffs and Licks, there is a link in the description of this video below. You can grab a copy of that. If you already have that free guide, but you don't have one of my guitar courses, I've got metal guitar courses. All of those links are in the description of this video, so do check those out. One of the things that I want you to think about when it comes to playing lead guitar, and this might be a little different, I want you to think sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes during your solo, when you're writing solos, think of the rhythm. Think of the techniques that you use for rhythm guitar. Maybe even think of some of the riff patterns that you write and that you play. I want you to kind of shift that over to the lead section here. Why is that? Well, a lead guitar, the solo, that is supposed to reach out and grab the listener. It's supposed to captivate. And one of the most powerful ways, in my opinion, to captivate someone with a guitar solo is to have a really cool rhythmic or melodic lead. This is the thing that draws people in. This is the thing that makes the guitar solo memorable. You guys probably think I sound like a broken record when I talk about this stuff because I'm always reverting back to writing a guitar solo that's going to be memorable. This does not mean that you can't have speed. You guys know I am not anti-shred. I know there are a lot of guitar players out there that kind of preach anti-shred. Well, it's got to be all melody, no fast playing. You guys know that's not me. I shred, I play fast. I think I gave an example of that in the beginning, the intro, before I went into the melodic pattern there using the gallops. But I just want you to think of ways you can combine these different techniques like shredding, like maybe you're playing some fast sweep arpeggios, but maybe you cut it at a certain point. You go into something kind of like what we just played here, and then maybe you go back to the shred pattern. Now, that's not the perfect formula for a guitar solo, but it might be something you want to consider. It might be something to ponder on, because remember, no one, or most people, at least I don't want to hear a guitar solo that just sounds like somebody practicing real fast scales or arpeggios. I mean, it's cool to see on camera. It's like, wow, they're doing that. But if you were to close your eyes and then listen to that same shred stuff that people were doing, again, I love shred, but if you were to close your eyes and just listen, I can almost guarantee you that it probably won't captivate you as much as when you see someone doing that. It's pretty cool to see someone doing really cool stuff like that. They're playing fast, they're doing all kind of stuff. Again, not discouraging it. I think you should get as fast as you possibly can, implementing your own style into that. Do this yourself. Record yourself playing a solo. Record yourself shredding, right? And then just go back. Don't watch the video. Just listen to it and then assess how that impacted you. What did you think about that? What did you feel? Did it sound really, really cool? It's like, okay, well that sounded as cool as what it looks like when I watch it, okay? Did it sound like that? Did it give you that same feeling? Or did it give you the feeling of, okay, that just sounds like I'm just, playing a bunch of random notes. I mean, they're not random notes, right? But it sounds like I'm just practicing my skills and arpeggios really, really fast. I want to challenge you to do that. When you're writing your own solo, those of you who do shred, again, guys, I am not saying don't shred. Shred all up and down the neck as much as you want, but just leave room for the melodies, leave room for melodic patterns, kind of like what we did in this video. And hey, the gallops, well, that's kind of fast playing, that 1, 2, 3, we're doing that on several notes. I mean, hey, that kind of integrates some of that quick, fast, snappy playing into a melodic pattern. And guys, I say this because I really feel like this will serve you better as a guitar player as you grow. Again, my whole purpose of being on YouTube here as a guitarist and going through these lessons with you and putting out content is really just to serve you, is to give you value and to give you things that I hope that will help you get to that next level, or maybe you're at the next level. Hey, maybe you're several levels above me, and that's okay, but if so, I hope that my videos at least give you some things to think about and to consider, and I hope you can use these strategies that I'm sharing with you to make your solos better, or open up that door to some new creative ideas, thinking about things you may have not considered before. So that's what these lessons and videos are all about. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to check the links in the description. I've got my free practice guide, Metal Riffs and Licks, and I've got guitar courses as well. A lot of you guys have the guides, and of course a lot of you are in my guitar courses. If you're just starting out, I've got a course called Metal Guitar Apprentice that takes you through the fundamentals of heavy metal guitar playing. If you're beyond that point, get Metal Riff Master. That is my rhythm metal guitar course. It is out there for you. There's over 80 metal riffs in that course. There's just a lot of good meat and potatoes. Not all the riffs are in the same key, so I kind of throw you for some loops in that course as well. And I made it not just for you to learn some new riffs, but also to inspire you to write your own. There's actually a bonus module on riff writing in the Metal Riff Master course. I'm also working on a lead guitar course, guys. As you know, I'm kind of behind on a lot of stuff right now, so I'm trying to play catch up this year. So I will have that available. Of course, all the links to this good stuff is in the description of this video. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson again. I hope that it helped you. Hey, drop me some comments, tell me your thoughts, and tell me if you have any questions on the lesson here. Until the next video, as always, keep it metal and keep playing music.